mayoral candidate will be on the general election ballot despite an attempt to block her candidacy by an ally of current Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who is
a mayoral candidate being challenged. The saga surrounding embattled South suburban politician Tiffany Henyard continues.
Get ready to dive into a political mess so chaotic it'll make you rethink everything you know about local government. Welcome to Thornton Township, Illinois, where drama, controversy, and questionable leadership reign supreme under Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. Call it a reign of terror or just shockingly bad management. Either way, the headlines coming out of this township are enough to leave anyone speechless. Picture this, a full-blown political cage match with Tiffany Henyard at the center, sparring with her opponents and now facing an FBI investigation that has the entire community buzzing. But it doesn't stop there. The latest twist? Henyard is threatening to shut down the entire township government. That's right, she's dangling the fate of essential services in a power struggle that's as petty as it is reckless. If she follows through, seniors could lose their transportation, kids might be left without after-school programs, and potentially hundreds of employees could find themselves out of a job. All this turmoil because of a bitter fight for control. Buckle up. This is no ordinary town hall drama. This is Thornton Township, where the stakes couldn't be higher, and the political games are downright ruthless.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment.
So what's the real story here? It seems Thornton Township board meetings have turned into a political standoff rather than a place for actual governance. For the fifth time in just a few weeks, a meeting was canceled because not enough board members showed up to form a quorum. This isn't some accidental scheduling mishap. It's a calculated move by trustees determined to block Tiffany Henyard from making key appointments. Their accusations? Financial mismanagement, using taxpayer money for extravagant trips and personal gain, and driving the township into financial ruin. And they might not be wrong. The FBI is currently investigating Henyard, and the township is grappling with a massive financial deficit. What started as a power struggle has spiraled into a full-blown crisis, leaving the people of Thornton Township caught in the middle. Henyard, however, tells a very different story. She claims the trustees are actively sabotaging her to undermine her authority and seize control of the township for their own personal agendas. According to her, their refusal to attend meetings is a deliberate ploy to block her from appointing a new trustee, a move that would grant her a crucial tie-breaking vote. Henyard frames the situation as a blatant power grab, a calculated attempt to silence her and derail her political career. She casts herself as a champion of the people standing up against a corrupt establishment. And the stakes couldn't be higher. Henyard's threat to shut down the township is not just posturing. She's warned that without a functioning board, the township will be unable to renew its insurance, effectively halting all operations. This means no more senior transportation, no food assistance programs, no after-school activities for kids, and the potential layoffs of over 100 township employees, many of whom are already struggling to make ends meet. It's a bold, high-stakes gamble, but Henyard seems determined to see it through, framing herself as a leader fighting for the people against overwhelming odds.
Again, no comment from Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Voters here will first head to the polls in February for the primary election, then the general mayoral election.
And it's not just Thornton Township's finances that are in crisis. Tiffany Henyard's political future is teetering on the edge. She's already been removed from the ballot for township supervisor in a highly unusual Democratic caucus vote. Henyard claims the caucus was rigged, alleging that her supporters were locked out of the venue, while those backing her opponent, State Senator Napoleon Harris, were allowed in. In response, she's filed multiple lawsuits accusing her opponents of voter suppression and demanding a do-overs. Meanwhile, her allies have been busy trying to remove some of her challengers from the ballot, adding to the chaos. The result? A messy and bitterly contested electoral landscape that has left the township mired in political uncertainty.
Manner of fights in Thornton Township and in Dolton, except in one case, Tiffany Henyard wants on a ballot, while in another, a Henyard ally was looking to keep her opponent off.
The situation is further complicated by an ongoing FBI investigation into Henyard's finances. Subpoenas have been issued to Henyard herself, her political committee, her cancer charity, Yes Really, her boyfriend, relatives, trustees, and even her defunct burger business. The allegations of financial mismanagement are serious, and the FBI is digging deep. While Henyard denies any wrongdoing, the evidence against her continues to mount. But the drama doesn't stop at the township boardroom. Henyard also serves as the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, and her tenure there has been equally chaotic. She's facing fierce opposition within her own village government, with senior trustee Jason House launching a mayoral campaign to unseat her. House accuses Henyard of financial mismanagement and fostering a climate of fear and intimidation within the village administration. He's running on a platform of ethics reform and a promise to restore responsible governance, setting the stage for yet another bitter political showdown.
Manipulation. Nobody likes being manipulated, and when you get here, you know that's exactly what's happening.
The chaos in Dolton is a near mirror of the turmoil in Thornton Township. Meetings are heated, accusations are flying, and lawsuits are piling up. Henyard, ever defiant, insists she's fighting for the people and standing up against a corrupt establishment. But her critics tell a different story, that of a self-serving politician clinging to power no matter the cost. And the public isn't holding back. The YouTube comments section has become a goldmine of raw opinions, ranging from outrage to amusement. One commenter wrote, "This is maddening. Henyard has no respect, therefore deserves no respect. Ouch." Another, clearly fed up, said, "She needs to grow up and step down. Her time in office has been a disaster." These comments reflect the growing frustration and disillusionment among the residents of Thornton Township and Dolton. They're tired of the constant infighting, the endless accusations, and the uncertainty clouding the future of their communities.
Well, she's one of the most recognizable faces that's been on the news lately. I'm talking about the mayor of Dolton, Tiffany Henyard.
And all of social media.
The situation is further complicated by mounting opposition from within Henyard's own party and whispers of secret alliances and backroom deals. Speculation is rampant, with some suggesting that the ongoing FBI investigation is being wielded as a political weapon to discriminate Henyard and her allies. Others believe the investigation is merely a smokescreen, distracting from even deeper wrongdoings. Adding to the intrigue, reports of anonymous tips and leaked documents have begun to surface, further fueling the speculation around Henyard's alleged misconduct. If authentic, these documents could potentially expose a broader pattern of corruption and abuse of power that goes far beyond the initial accusations. While the authenticity of these claims is still under investigation, the rumors alone are enough to further destabilize an already fragile political landscape. The uncertainty and drama continue to cast a long shadow over Henyard's leadership, leaving residents and officials alike wondering what will unfold next.
Has this surprised you, how much the viewership has gravitated towards this woman? Like, people from all over the world are talking about it.
Meanwhile, Henyard's supporters remain fiercely loyal, defending her against the accusations and framing her as the victim of a political witch hunt. They argue that the opposition is driven by personal vendettas and a desire for power, rather than a genuine concern for the community's well-being. They point to Henyard's accomplishments during her time in office, highlighting initiatives that have directly benefited the residents of Thornton Township and Dolton. As the situation unfolds, the narrative becomes more complicated, with competing stories and conflicting accounts of events. The legal battles are far from over. Henyard's lawsuits are still pending, and the outcomes remain uncertain. Her opponents are pushing back just as hard, filing countersuits and challenging her claims. The legal wrangling is expected to continue for months, if not years, further prolonging the uncertainty for the residents of these communities and delaying any real resolution to the crisis.
Friday, but was met by this sign.
Okay, here I am, and they disappeared now.
Beyond the ongoing legal battles, the political fallout is already being deeply felt. Henyard's reputation has taken a serious hit, and her ability to govern effectively has been significantly compromised. The constant infighting and accusations are eroding public trust, making it increasingly difficult to address the community's pressing needs. This situation is a textbook example of how political dysfunction can derail even the most well-intentioned efforts at governance. Adding another layer of complexity to this saga is the role of the media. Local news outlets are closely covering the unfolding events, reporting on the various legal battles, accusations, and counterclaims. National media outlets have also picked up the story, amplifying the narrative and shaping public perception of Henyard and her administration. The relentless media coverage is only increasing the pressure on Henyard, making it even harder for her to navigate this political minefield.
Our hesitation is that if there's a person in there that will just say yes to everything, I mean, it will set us back.
The situation in Thornton Township and Dolton serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power, political ambition, and the corrosive effects of partisan conflict. The residents of these communities are caught in the crossfire, enduring the consequences of a political battle that shows no signs of letting up. The question remains, will the community be able to heal from this political trauma, or will the scars of this conflict linger for years to come? The future is uncertain, and the drama is far from over. The situation is a perfect storm of political infighting, financial mismanagement, and FBI scrutiny, capturing the attention of the entire region. Henyard's threat to shut down the township government is a desperate, high-stakes gamble that underscores the deep divisions and distrust that have plagued Thornton Township for years. The big question is, will she follow through on her threat? And if she does, what will be the consequences? Will residents rise up and demand her resignation? Or will she somehow weather this storm and cling to power? The answers are still unfolding, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
We were in Thornton Township today, and that main building was locked. No one was answering the main phone lines, and some services that are offered there are for electric and heating for low-income homes.
The ongoing legal battles, the FBI investigation, and the deep-rooted political divisions within both Thornton Township and Dolton make this a story that will keep us on the edge of our seats. It's a messy, chaotic situation, and the residents of these communities deserve better. The big question is, will Henyard's actions ultimately benefit the people she claims to represent, or will they only serve to further destabilize these already fragile communities? Only time will tell. In the meantime, keep those comments coming. Let us know what you think of this political soap opera, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. Thanks for watching.